What up, word? You already know what time it is. Some more Mac Mrs. Laws with the most never need to brag no boast. All we ever did was give a toast to the real folks who done paved the way in a real way for us players to play. And parlay this great game that we got for y'all today. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody out there doing their thug thizzle. And yeah, let's talk about it. I have to speak on the subject because Jimmy, you can't have a hype man beef. Two hype men can't be beefing. Y'all should be stacking for a rating. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should be like promoting each other and shit like that. Y'all both hype man. Y'all didn't even reach that status yet. Why y'all beefing? It don't make no sense. It don't make no goddamn sense. Now, shout out to Tony YAYO. Because I mess with Tony YAYO, you know what I'm saying? He kicks some real shit, but if he's smoking crack, that shit is whack, bro. I wouldn't co-sign that bullshit that Jimmy says because he just be saying anything, you know. That makes people look kind of sick. Because, like, weren't you the same nigga? Hold up. Weren't you the same nigga that wanted to be with G-Unit? Didn't you jump ship and start rolling with 50 at one point? Now niggas is hella lame. Niggas is mad and shit. I'm trying to figure it out. And this is late night Mac talk. So we're going to keep it thorough, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what Jim Jones had to say. But I get it. You just started in a podcast game, so you feel like you got to go at certain people just to get your numbers up and shit like that. But it is whack to me, you know what I'm saying? Jimmy is a real rabble rouser. And on top of that, why would you call Tony YAYO broke and you don't even know the man? You see, he got $1,000 for every bump on his face. Like, nigga, come on. $1,000? That's what we doing here? Please get the hell up out of here with that bullshit. Now we're gonna break this shit down. And I'm gonna show you exactly I'm gonna break it down exactly why Jim Jones is wrong. Because you a grown-ass man, dog. You shouldn't be out here disrespecting the streets like that. You want to create beef after you got triple crossed by 50? Now it's a beef? It can't be beef. Because the truth could never be beef. The truth could never be an insult, you know? No, it could never be disrespect. It could be an insult. You could feel insulted by the truth.
Coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro. oh boy, and podcasts in general. It seems like these days, people would rather go on a podcast to air somebody out over squashing the beef behind the scenes. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this one took me by surprise. Who knew that Jim Jones had this much animosity towards Tony Yayo? I mean, yeah, Jim Jones got his own beef with Tony Yayo's mans 50, but for the most part, Yayo has pretty much stayed out of it. The last thing I remember Tony Yayo saying about Jim Jones wasn't really about Jim Jones. When Yayo went on Matt Hoffa's podcast, he said no disrespect, but Jim still had Stack in the hood.
This is the difference between me and other, right? Stack Bundles, one of my favorite rappers in the world.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Right?
Rest in peace.
Far Rock,
Yep.
you understand? Jim Jones, he had Stack Bundles, he had Max B. I looked at it like, wait, you know. Stack's Bundles had a portion was still in the hood. No disrespect to Jim Jones. Fifth had me in Battery Park. I could walk out that motherfucker barefoot. But I'm walking out there barefoot. That's when you know a nigga love you, boy. Because he making sure you don't get your shit split. Because you go back to 134, anywhere, Baisley, right, Brooklyn, pew, shit get split.
Now, personally, if you guys go look at the context of this conversation, Yayo was not trying to diss Jim. He was simply trying to make a comparison. Well, 3 years later, come to find out that Jim was still feeling salty over what Yayo said. And speaking of still feeling salty, Memphis Bleek was also feeling salty over what Yayo said about him a couple months ago.
Bleek said, Hove doesn't look out for me like Fifth looks out for...
And then he said he eat his home halal. He eats on his own. I eat on my own too.
Right.
I go on my own tour.
But now he's trying to take a shot.
Yeah, because that, and it's a cool shot because I just came off tour.
Right.
When have you seen Bleek on tour? On his own.
Right.
If he's doing something with Freeway and Siegel and them like that, it came to a point where 50 was helping Siegel. All I'm saying is when you look at a situation, Jay-Z is not a bad guy. Bleek is not a bad guy.
No.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying to you that Jay-Z was all business with them niggas.
Right.
When Buck up on his taxes, 50 would piece him off. You know what I'm saying? Prodigy bought a house and needed more money, 50 would piece him off. Prodigy would pay him back. You understand what I'm saying? I've seen shit like that.
So in other words, you're saying Hove has always kept it business.
Business. 50, the thing with 50 is it was business and we was friends. I don't feel like Bleek was Jay-Z friend. I don't feel like Young Guns was Jay-Z friend. I don't feel like
And that's
was
okay.
Jay-Z friend.
I mean, you probably should have learned or known early on what type of relationship that it was.
Definitely.
So therefore, there's no misunderstanding at a later date in time.
Yeah. So I seen 50.
But he shouldn't measure his friendship by what you and Fifth have.
Yeah.
But a lot of people do that.
Yeah, definitely.
I wish my boy looked out for me like that. Or I look for my boy don't look out for me like you such as
Exactly.
okay, but y'all don't have the type of relationship that me and Fifth have.
Exactly. I've been on a block with Fifth. I don't know if Bleek was on a block with Jay.
Right.
I don't know that, and I'm not taking nothing from him. I'm not here to blow shots or discredit him. All I'm saying is I seen Fifth piece people off when they had tax problems.
Right.
Jay did it, but he did it with Lil Wayne later on.
Right. He did it with Wayne. He helped
you didn't hear him help
Savage with an immigration lawyer.
Right.
He helped DMX when DMX wanted to leave and he owed. He
That's Rock Nation, right? That's Rock Nation as whole. We are not discrediting, but when have you seen him at that point when Young Guns and Bleek was there and Siegel was there? Siegel was left in the dust. Let's keep it real. That's how I looked at it. He could have got.
I'll take your word for that.
Once he disrespect, cool, I understand. But if he didn't disrespect and the dude is loyal there, it should be more opportunities for him. All I'm saying is when Fifth have a tour, anger management tour, me and Banks, everybody on tour, MOP, Mobb Deep. Any artists he had, he put them on a platform.
Right.
Jim had Memphis Bleek on his brand new podcast, Artist to Artist. And while Jim Jones was trying to give him flowers for what he's been doing himself, Memphis Bleek brought up what Tony Yayo said about him, and that set Jim Jones off. And you can tell he's been waiting years to get his shit off about Yayo. Here's what he said.
A lot of, me from the hood, so people look at Bleek and don't understand the business he's doing. They always look at Jay like, oh, yeah.
But now,
that's why,
nigga,
Bleek
that's
out
why
here
you got
making
niggas like
moves.
Yayo talking about, Jay don't take care of, nigga. I don't need Jay to go on tour.
You'll smoke hard coke,
Yo, chill. Yo, chill.
You look like you need to be taken care of, nigga. You look like you need to go to the dentist. You need to look like you need to brush your teeth. You look like you need hygiene, nigga. You look like you need help. Tell your man 50 send you an ounce or something, yo.
You do need
You
that
might
help.
need
That's
2
why-
ounces, nigga.
that's why
Pay
we
the full
looking to
movie,
see-
nigga. I got a G for every bump in your face, nigga. I promise you that, nigga.
That's
I
a
promise
fact.
you that, nigga.
That's why he worried about
Peon, you broke, nigga. You know
See?
I got it, nigga. What's
Don't-
up? The
ain't
bag
nobody-
is up. The bolsa.
Hey, yo.
Hey, Flea, where the bolsa at, Flea?
Let me finish that off. Ain't nobody taking care of niggas over here, B. Yo, nah, you good, my nigga. I fucking love it. Niggas deserve it. They need to hear this shit, man, because they bugging out here. All these niggas worrying about who taking care of who. We take care of we. Ain't no
100%,
who
nigga.
take care of who, nigga.
up,
you
nigga.
know who doing it. We live.
Us,
We getting
the
money.
gangway, nigga. We take
You
care
feel
of
me?
everybody, nigga. We take care of each other, nigga.
That's a fact, my G, but shit. Linking back up with you, Jim. We missed out on a
Nah,
lot
this
of
is dope.
opportunity, bro. But
Oh man, calling him a cokehead and saying you got a G for every bump in his face is crazy. Man, shout out to Mitch from Paid in Full. Now, I don't want to pocket watch, but if you guys watch the news, if you guys see what's going on, I think Yayo got a little bit more money than Jim. But if we're talking cultural relevance, obviously I gotta give it to Jim. Yayo is constantly getting booked for shows. He's constantly on tour damn near all year long with 50 Cent. So maybe it's just me, but I don't think Yayo is hurting for money. I don't think he needs 50 Cent for money. But of course, when you're on a podcast just going off, it sounds great. Now, don't get it twisted. Yayo definitely is not taking this laying down. About 30 minutes ago, Yayo had a very slick response back to Jim. With all the rumors going around that Max B might come home next month, and knowing that Jim Jones might not be talking as crazy, Yayo went on his page to post this video of Max B.
Y'all niggas do, I don't do. I do the other thing. Everything. Y'all niggas go across the street that way, I'm going up. Holla at your boy. I do other things, man. I don't do what y'all niggas do. I don't do what niggas do. I don't watch niggas' money. I don't care. I just do what I do. That's it.
So that means you guys know exactly what's coming next. Nothing but complete and utter violation from Tony Yayo. Like I told you guys earlier, personally, I don't think any of this would be taken this far if podcasts did not exist. Jim just got his own podcast. Memphis Bleak just got his own podcast, and these guys know drama sells. You guys get in the comments below. You guys think Jim Jones was out of pocket for his diss towards Tony Yayo? Is there something else that I'm missing between Jim Jones and Tony Yayo? Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
Now this tells me either one or two things. Jim Jones is salty at 50 for not really working with him. We mad at Cameron for not really being a boss and doing what he has to do. You know what I'm saying? To take care of his underlings. But you went with 50. At the head of the beef, you just jump ship. So I don't know, Jimmy. You gotta come a little bit more you know, a little bit more about this authenticity, because now you're making it seem like Yayo's broke and Yayo's doing this and Yayo's doing that. My nigga, Yayo's a real nigga. He never strayed from his homeboy. He does what he got to do. He ain't up in niggas' faces. He ain't jumping shit, trying to be cool. He could have, you know, F50 and went and roll with D Block at the height of their beat, but he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Let's check out the X Award. About the whole situation.
What's good, y'all? L Famous, living my life, not thinking about it twice. Don't be scared to like, subscribe, or share. It's
cards, and if you like it, let's get it.
That's my bitch, she gon' help me every time I'm in the jam. She was with me when I was broke, she was with me moving grand. That's my bitch, remember the first time I held her in my hands. Only time we separate when they throw me in the can. That's my bitch, she like to bite. That's my bitch, she like to bark. That's my bitch, she like to fight. She only come out when it's drunk. Bitch, she like to bite. That's my bitch, she like to bark. That's my bitch, she like to fight. She only come out when it's dark. She gon' always be right by my side in case them niggas switch up. Deal when I was broke, then she helped me get my chips up. Backing niggas down, made the toughest niggas switch up. She love to show her ass, so I gotta keep my bitch up. She helped me up that jam, so she know I never leave her. And I love the way my bitch sound every time I squeeze her. Ain't no louder than cool bitches with me. Bitch, she like to bark. That's my bitch, she like to fight. She only come out when it's dark.
What's good, y'all? L Famous, living my life, not think about it twice. Don't be scared to like, subscribe, or share. It's dope content. If you like it, let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. Now, this joint right here is about Memphis Bleek and Jim Jones dissing Tony Yayo. Yeah, B. Memphis Bleek and Jim Jones dissing Tony Yayo. You heard? And it sound like they finally got their chance to come at Tony Yayo and 50 Cent. But it looked like it looked like Memphis Bleek is coming at Tony Yayo, and it seemed like Jim Jones is coming at 50 Cent through Tony Yayo. Yeah. Jim Jones said a whole bunch of junk. Talking about nigga broke. Talking about nigga 50 need to buy that nigga an ounce or two. You heard? Talking about he got bumps on his face. Talking about he a cokehead. Yeah, man. Hear it for yourself.
That's why you got
Make a
niggas
move.
like Yayo talking about, yeah, Jay don't take care of nigga. I don't need Jay to go on tour.
Yo smoke hard coke, yo.
Yo, chill.
You look like you need to be taken care of, nigga. You look like you need to go to the dentist. You need to look like you need to brush your teeth. You look like you need hygiene, nigga. You look like you need help. Tell your man 50 send you an ounce or something, yo.
You do need
you
that
might
help.
need
That's
2
why-
ounces, nigga.
that's why
Pay
you
the full
looking to
movie,
see-
nigga. I got a G for every bump in your face, nigga. I promise you that, nigga.
That's
I
a
promise
fact.
you that, nigga.
That's why you worried about
Peon, you broke, nigga. You know
See?
I got it, nigga. What's
Don't-
up? The bag is
nobody-
up.
See, that was a little alley-oop to Dame, you know what I'm saying? Dame said that. Oh, no, Dame didn't say that. That was Mitch. So that was a little Brooklyn alley-oop, but I guess he's trying to diss Dame. I don't know.
The both sides.
Hey, yo.
Hey, Flea, where the both sides, Flea?
Let me finish that off. Ain't nobody taking care of niggas over here, B. Yo, nah, you good, my nigga. I fucking love it. Niggas deserve it. They need to hear this shit, man,
as you
because they
can see,
bugging out here.
this
All
nigga
these
Jim,
niggas worrying about
Memphis Bleek.
who taking
He
care
said
of
Jim
who.
talking so much, he ain't even giving Memphis Bleek time to say what nothing, B. Memphis Bleek is the one that brought it up, and as soon as he brought up Tony Yayo name, that nigga Jim went off. I'm talking about off. You heard? This I wrote down word for word what Jim said. All Memphis Bleek said was, I don't need Jay to go on tour. And Tony Yayo and Jim Jones went crazy. He said Tony Yayo smoke hard coke. Nigga said Tony Yayo smoke hard coke. So he basically putting Tony Yayo drug addiction out there. If the people out there didn't know Tony Yayo was on drugs, Jim Jones let it be known just now. Like, that nigga's on hard coke. You heard? Hard coke. But there's a lot of niggas out there in the hood that's messing around with that coke. You heard? Jim, stop fronting, niggas. Niggas around you that mess with that coke, Jim. Stop fronting, B. So that ain't no strike against Tony, you heard? You know what I'm saying? That's what he doing his personal time, what he doing on his personal time, that's on him, B. You don't get no points for that, B. You trying to come at 50, but you can't come at 50, Tim. You can't. You talking about Tony Yayo on hard coke? Nobody care about Tony Yayo addiction. You heard? Yo, Jim, you bugging, B. The next thing he said, look like you need to be taken care of. Basically, he's saying that nigga look like he need to be taken care of. Nigga looking bad and all that. You heard? Tony Yayo ain't looking bad out there. Tony Yayo doing interviews. He doing him, man. You heard? You just coming at Tony Yayo because Tony Yayo ain't got that 50 money. You heard? You ain't coming at 50, nigga. You really want to come at 50, but you coming at Tony Yayo because you know Tony Yayo ain't got no money like 50. You heard? But he still might have more money than you. He still might have more money than you. I think 50 gave him and Uncle Murder $1 million apiece last year when they did, or 2 years ago when they did that tour. Word to my mother, B. You heard? Just for doing a tour, nigga got $1 million to do with 50. You see, he put Uncle Murder up. Uncle Murder up. Up. Uncle Murder up, B. You heard? Then he said, you look like you need to go to a dentist. Memphis Bleak was trying to get in there. He wouldn't even let Memphis Bleak in. He like, you look like you need to go to a dentist. Trying to diss the nigga teeth or whatever, you heard? All them niggas got fake teeth, B. All them niggas got fake teeth. All y'all entertaining niggas, man. All y'all entertainers got fake teeth.
Facts.
I heard them shits be, I heard them joints look I heard them joints look neon in the clubs, B. All y'all stars and entertainers with all that fake teeth in y'all mouth. I heard y'all niggas shit be looking like glow in the dark in the club, B. Word to mother. He said, you look like you need to go to the dentist, you heard? He said, you look like you need to brush your teeth. You look like you need hygiene. Nigga going in on Tony Yayo, you heard? All this time, Memphis Bleak trying to say something. This nigga Jimmy won't let him say nothing. Won't let him say nothing. He going in. That's how I know that he mad at 50. You heard? He really want to come at 50, but he can't. His money ain't up. He ain't got nothing rolling like 50. That nigga sick out there, B. He got to settle for that podcast that he just started. You heard? All he gonna do is just generate mad content for us. You heard? Yeah, B, mad content. Cause he bugging on there. Jim couldn't wait to get his own podcast so he could start talking all this junk. This nigga Jim bugging, B. This shit is a rap show. This shit is a rap show. You heard? He said, you look like you need hygiene. You look like you need help. Said Tony Yayo look like he need help. Tony, you need help out there? Yo, Tony. Yo, Yayo. You need help out there, B? 50 shitting on you, B? Hopefully after this, 50 gonna see what this nigga Jim Jones and this nigga Memphis Bleak said about you, and he gonna show some receipts, B. He gonna show how you living better than them niggas, B. Even though them niggas act like they flashier than you. Memphis Bleak got a couple of dollars because Memphis Bleak got a couple of businesses. You heard? And he just starting now to come out in the light. You heard? He was in the background before. Now he coming out in the light because his money is up. You know how the game go, niggas' money is up, so he coming out. So he coming at Tony Yayo because Tony Yayo was saying that something about Jay-Z ain't looking out for Memphis Bleak or something like that. I don't know what he said exactly, but I just know that Memphis Bleak couldn't wait to say what he said about Tony Yayo, and this nigga Jim Jones went ham, wasn't even letting this nigga Memphis Bleak talk. But everything that Jim Jones was saying, this nigga Memphis Bleak was saying facts. You heard? Facts. You heard? Like straight up trolling the whole situation. You heard? He said, tell your man 50 to send you an ounce or something. Matter of fact, send you 2 ounces. You heard? Nigga paid in full movie. He got a G. I got a G for every bump on your face. Nigga said that famous line that Dame Dash said in the Paid in Full movie. I got a G for every bump on your face. You heard? Jim, stop fronting, Jim. You fronting out here, man. You fronting out here. I don't know if you got more money than Tony Yayo, but at the end of the day, man, you and Tony Yayo is on the same kind of level when it comes down to the rap game, B. You heard? You put out a little more music than him, but at the end of the day, you ain't bigger than Tony Yayo, B. Tony Yayo did it up with G Unit, nigga. Them niggas toured the world. Them niggas is still touring the world. Them niggas toured the world 20 years ago and they toured the world now. Just recently. I heard your show in South Flago was weak, B. Yo, B. Yo, Jim, you was out there bugging, man. You bugging, man. You bugging. Now you got a G for every bump on Tony Yayo face, B. You bugging, Jim. He said, you a peon, you a broke nigga. You know you got, you know I got it. That nigga told Tony Yayo, you know I got it. I can't wait till Tony Yayo respond to this, B. I hope he go ham, man. I hope he go ham and give it up raw, man. Don't go the conservative route, man. Give it up raw, Tony Yayo. Just like Jim came at you, give it up, man. Expose niggas, B. Yeah, B. Cause y'all rappers out there, y'all crazy, man. Y'all think cause y'all got cars, houses, and money and all that shit, y'all really be thinking y'all better than people, man. And I'm not even talking about this Tony Yayo, Jim Jones, and all this stuff. I'm just talking about people, a lot of them rappers and entertainers, period, that niggas swear that they better than people, B. They swear that this is blatantly to show you that how these people think, B. Look what he's saying about Tony Yayo. You heard? Just because he got a beat with 50 Cent. Look what he's saying about Tony Yayo. You heard? So imagine what he'll think about us. He think about a regular dude. You heard? These dudes is crazy. Them entertainers, them stars, they swear to God, because they got a little money and all that they swear that they not human, B. They swear that they not human, B. Like they can't go through falls, they can't take L's, yo, like they don't bleed, all kind of stuff, man. Everybody is the biggest killers, the flyers, the most moneyest guys, knock the most chicks, and y'all dudes is crazy. The black community, man. Yeah, y'all black niggas, man. And y'all rappers, man. Y'all rappers messed the game up, these new style rappers, man. Because the old rap didn't do this to people. Old rap made us go to the clubs, made us party, made us jam, made us think. You heard? These niggas out here, these niggas was on some, I'm better than you, I got more than you a bum, you ain't this, you ain't that, you this, you that, you on welfare, you got food stamps, like y'all niggas is lames out there, B. You heard? Y'all niggas need to step up. This is why our community, this is why the black people ain't doing shit out here. This is why we ain't got shit. Because the people that ahead of, you don't see them other races up there bragging about this and calling each other bums and all that over materialistic things and this and that and that and this. You heard? We always attacked materialistic things and physical attributes. You heard? Physically. You always attacking people physical. You heard? Oh, he ugly. She ugly. She ain't got no hair. He ain't got this. He don't got that. You heard? Like, y'all niggas better wake up, man. I don't live my life like that. I don't judge people like that. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Jim Jones, you bugging out there, man. Once again, you giving niggas content out the roof, man. You giving niggas content out the roof. Keep it going, nigga. Keep it going. Let's get it.
Look at it like I never was friends with a lot, so I don't give a who's mad at me or who don't with me, because I don't with them. So for me, like I said, 50's on a level sometimes where I'd be like, I don't even know why he answers, because they're definitely not on the same level. They ain't on my level. So what makes sure you think you on his level? Ain't on my level. Like, can't do what I do. I can go be here, sit here for a couple of days, and like I said, I could be in the Swiss Alps. I think Murder got a run he's about to do in Canada. We going on our own runs. I can get a booking in Australia tomorrow. Half of these rappers are local. They're local. What's the furthest they've been? They got Connecticut, Baltimore, maybe DC and all that. Because once you start going down south, some of these rappers, New York rappers, they don't even care about us out there. And I don't try to brag, but I love traveling and love seeing the world. And I love that G-Unit is the Louis Vuitton of in rap groups overseas. I heard people say it. You know what I mean? We're big. We was going to Dubai before people kind of knew what Dubai was. 204, 205. One of my mans came home from jail. I said, yo, let's go to Dubai. I have my own shows out there. That's what people got to realize. People think once you're a part of that G Unit brand, it's not riding 50's coattail. It's learning how to make your own way. And I mastered that. This whole way I did my own mixtapes, did my own shows, did my own venues. And they're not stadiums. It could be little House of Blues venues. And I'm happy with who I am and what I get as an artist. You know, would I want more? Of course. Everybody wants more in life. But am I praising it? Am I feeding for it? No. No, that's not me. That's why I'm loyal to this, because I'm good. I got a couple of properties, a couple of cars. I'm straight. I don't need a Bugatti. This might need a Bugatti. See, praise that. When you praise that material, that shit come and go. I had cars, Bentleys, Benzes, and all that. Niggas be like, where your cars at? No, where's your houses at? Did your kids go to college? Because my daughter just graduated college. You know what I'm saying? Like, those kind of things and priorities, when you don't get caught up in catching up with the Joneses. And, you know, we from New York. This is one of the most materialistic places to be in the world, from in the world.
Let's really talk about it. Do you think Yayo should be like, yo, these guys don't get taken care of? Yeah, he's popping his shit, but the only reason why he's international is because of the whole G Unit emblem, and I get that. You know what I'm saying? Because G Unit was big at the time, but it doesn't negate the fact that niggas is still hustlers, you know, even though niggas don't go overseas. So yeah, you kind of try to like condescend a little bit, but it don't. You can't stop and tell me that you don't have a point though. Too, because Memphis Bleak is a better rapper than Yayo. But Memphis Bleak ain't never got what Yayo got. What Yayo got. You know? Jim Jones, is Jim Jones a better rapper than Yayo? I don't know. Yayo might be a little better than Jim Jones. I like to put shit into perspective, you know? So we're going to continue. Jimmy also said that Cameron was capping. About getting in Ohio. Now, if Cameron was capping, you say Cameron got no money in Ohio? Like none? None. Could he have maybe have bankrolled something? Let's keep it thorough. You weren't getting in Ohio either. So where were you getting it? Jimmy. I guess you're doing your shit. In the Bronx, right? Well, I ain't really jacking that because we don't care about the Bronx. If you were a real New York nigga, you went out of town, you got money. It's like any other hustler. You go out of town and get money. Because you were getting 5 times what you were supposed to get out of town. So why not go out of town? Clean up and come back slick it. That's how you know you weren't really in New York streets, because the niggas that was really in the streets couldn't stay in the streets because it was too hot. They would have got locked up. You ain't never got locked up, so there's some fishy about your whole ordeal. Well, this is not what Harlem Legend had to say about this. Because he breaks it down pretty smooth. Shout out to Harlem Legend TV.
So you know when I'm dropping a video or going live. I ain't gonna hold you. It's nasty out here in the streets. Yeah. New York City is on fire right now, from Harlem to Queens. Now, we all know the beef between Cameron and Jim Jones, yeah, that would never end, because one guy just seems to be just a little bit extra bitter. I gotta be real. He just seems to be a little extra mad. You heard? Hey, I gotta be real, y'all. Like, Cameron is just living his best life, right? And I'm only calling it down the line. I'm only calling the news as I see it. Cameron is doing his own thing. He's on Revolt. Him and Mace is doing their own. They're not talking about Jim Jones. But it seems like Jim Jones can't stop. It's like he just gotta talk about Cameron, even if he's not saying his name, because I'm telling you right now, he's throwing subliminal shots. Now, we all know Cameron for saying he got it in Ohio to the point where he even made mixtapes. Let's call it what it is, King of Ohio. Well, I got to keep it tall, because Jim Jones doesn't feel that way. And I'm just telling y'all this because it's Jim Jones is the one that's saying, Cameron is lying. Wasn't nobody in Ohio. Yeah, they was out in Ohio, but he wasn't the man. He wasn't the one. I mean, at the end of the day, it's pulling straws, y'all. But I can't be biased, right? I can't be biased. Jim Jones is the one saying this. And I got to keep it real. He also spoke on Chubb. I know Chubb. Rest in peace to Chubb. A real go-getter, a real money getter. Now, I don't know about the whole Ohio situation that Cam had going on, but to my understanding, he hooked up with Chubb. Hey, who's to say Cam wasn't the boss of his own situation? But let Jim Jones tell it. He's saying, no way, Jose. Pay attention to what Jim Jones has to say. He's sitting with Memphis Bleak. And when I say he crashes out at the sound of Ohio, don't start laughing, y'all. Salute.
In real time, there's nobody could tell me nothing about this. I'm there in real time. Wherever Cam was, I was, because we was out the game.
Yeah, y'all was in Ohio for a minute.
I was in Ohio.
Cam
Chubbs
was
in Ohio.
Yeah.
Let's don't do that. Them niggas was visiting and tourists in Ohio. Shout out to
You see what he did? Memphis Bleak said Cam was in Ohio. And then look what Jim Jones does. Pay attention, y'all, because it could be, hey, pay attention. It happened past tense where everybody got money on the streets and stuff. So it probably can be talked about now. I don't know. Look, y'all tell me if the statute of limitations ran out, but let's let Jim Jones elaborate.
Zeke. Shout out to Zeke. R.I.P. Chubby Baby. I love you to death, nigga. You know I'm still holding you down while you gone, nigga. Everything, family and all. That's how tough I am, Chubby.
man.
You know, I love you to death, nigga. I never let niggas take nothing away from you. At all. Not with no lies, no nothing, bro. At all. Ohio is Chubby Town, period.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I know Chubby Baby. I know Chubby. I know Chubbs. They called him Chubbs. So I know what's up. Like, I'm going to be honest, y'all. He was that guy. He definitely was that guy. Rest in peace to Chubbs.
That's where it started from. And Chubby had more loyalty than most niggas. I watched Chubby put it all on the line on the love for niggas and his Dipset shit. Chubby saved Dipset. They want to get crazy, nigga. You heard? Damn. Chubby saved Dipset. That bag wouldn't have came if it wasn't for Chubby, allowing niggas to even come nowhere near him, bro. Don't play with us, bro. And I wasn't in Ohio, nigga. I was here in these New York streets doing what I had to do.
That's a fact.
Fuck these niggas talking about. Shouts to Chubby Baby, nigga. I don't mean to get hot, but that shit get me mad. You heard?
Nah.
Because I know the real story.
Passionate,
They ain't
bro.
gonna get
That's
deep.
right.
You heard?
You passionate
Free
about it
Papa
when it's
Joe,
real.
nigga.
When
I
it's
see
real,
you, I
this
see
is
you when
what
you
it
get
do.
back, nigga. Real $1 million niggas, you heard? Seen it with my own 2 eyes. But now, back to what we was talking about. Heard? Sorry about that. You heard? I can't let nothing slide when it comes to lies. I'm not about that. I'm a truth teller.
That's right.
So when you see somebody oppose these words I tell, then you have to figure out what they talking about, because I know what I'm telling. I ain't got no lie. I don't got to lie about my truth. I wear everything on my sleeve. I tell you about my losses, because my wins are even better.
That's a fact.
Hey, I gotta be real. Did Cam really get it in Ohio? Or did Chubbs get it in Ohio and brung Cam along for the ride? I mean, at the end of the day, can we determine who was bosses and who was not? Yeah, I had other dudes put me on. When I was in the streets, I got put on. So I can't really go against what Cam did to keep Dipset afloat. He got on. Now, Jimmy looks a little bit emotional. Yeah, I just want to put that out there. He looks very emotional speaking about this topic, speaking about this situation. You feel me? And I know it's just from bad blood. Because when the mixtapes was out, when everything was floating around and Dipset was on top of things, that wasn't spoke about. You understand? So now he's saying this. I have reason to think that a lot of this.
Exactly. That's my whole thing. Like, you mad at the boy Cam now, so you trying to say, oh, you're trying to discredit the nigga. Well, when it was going good for you, and y'all was rolling, y'all was Dipset, it was all good. You're like, yo, I used to get it in Ohio too. You acting like you were the big time hustling gangster. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, that blood card ain't in you, bro. I don't even think you know OG, man.
This can be for views. A lot of this can be just to boost up profiles. I'm just being honest, y'all. I'm only speaking from what's real, what's in front of me. You feel me? But I did know Chubbs to get it. Yeah, I did know Chubby to get it. So at the end of the day, look, y'all make the determination. But that's not it. Because he didn't stop there. Yeah, he went completely crash out mode on Tony Yayo. Let's call it what it is, y'all. He went completely crash out mode on Tony Yayo. Now, I didn't know him and Tony Yayo had beef. I mean, this is something new to me. You heard? And I'm talking about when he is talking about Tony Yayo, I'm talking about he's trying to wipe him off the map. You heard? Pause. He's trying to like knock him off. Like, it seems like he wants a back and forth. This can look like he calls him a C head, and hey, look, this can turn to some real street beef. I'm just being real. I know Tony Yayo is more laid back and reserved now. He's just been on tour, him, Uncle Murder, and 50 Cent. They was just on tour. So Jim Jones is calling him broke. He's calling him he needs a dentist. He's saying a lot about him. And when I say it looks nasty, pay attention to what he says, because he's responding to what Yayo said about Memphis Bleek and them guys look like they broke. They like they need Jay-Z's help. And Memphis Bleek brung that up. And when I say Jim Jones went completely berserk, You heard? Yeah, I gotta be real, y'all. He went completely berserk. Pay attention.
Oh, you got niggas like Yayo talking about, yeah, Jay don't take care of nigga. I don't need Jay to go on tour.
Yo smoke hard coke, yo.
Yo, chill. Yo, chill.
You heard what he just said, y'all? Hold on. I want y'all to catch every piece of this.
You got niggas like Yayo talking about, yeah, Jay don't take care of nigga. I don't need Jay to go on tour.
Yo smoke hard coke, yo.
Yo, chill. Yo, chill.
You look like you need to be taken care of, nigga. You look like you need to go to the dentist. You need to look like you need to brush your teeth. You look like you need hygiene, nigga. You look like you need help. Tell your man 50 send you an ounce or something, yo.
You do need
You
that
might
help.
need
That's
2
why-
ounces, nigga.
that's why
Paid
you
in full
looking to
movie,
see-
nigga. I got a G for every bump in your face, nigga. I promise you that, nigga.
That's
I
a
promise
fact.
you that, nigga.
That's-
Why though? I don't understand. Like he doesn't have any beef with Jim Jones, or does he?
That's why you worrying about
Peon, you broke, nigga. You know
See?
I got it, nigga. What's
Don't-
up? The
ain't
bag
nobody-
is up. The bolsa.
Hey, yo.
Hey, Flea, where the bolsa at, Flea?
Let me finish that off. Ain't nobody taking care of niggas over here, B. Yo, nah, you good, my nigga. I fucking love it. Niggas deserve it. They need to hear this shit, man, because they bugging out here. All these niggas worrying about who taking care of who. We take care of we.
Ain't that a little wild? Like Jim Jones just completely crashed out on Tony Yayo, and Tony Yayo said nothing to this man. Is it all for views? I mean, let me tell y'all what's going to start happening, right? A lot of these podcasts know they're going to have to reach. You heard? They're going to have to reach, and then y'all going to come over here, and I'm going to teach. Let's call it what it is. I got to teach y'all what they doing. It's all just for the reach. I don't even know if Tony Yayo will respond to this. I got to keep it 100. Like, Tony Yayo is rich. I refuse to not think he's not rich. Him and Uncle Murder just came off tour, world tours with 50 Cent, and I'm talking about they was eating. You heard? He got dispensaries opening up. He got different things going on. And all the while still doing these podcasts and getting to a bag. And I always thought Tony Yayo needed his own podcast instead of DJ Vlad, like he goes to all these different guys. No disrespect to nobody else. But Tony Yayo actually does this better. You heard? He's in this space better. When he's in the podcast, this is better. He's actually better than Jim Jones. I don't know what the hate is all about. I just see Jim Jones completely crashing out. Anything that has to do with anybody that's not on his side or anybody that's not rocking with him, oh, he's liable to crash out. And what's going to happen is on these podcasts, a lot of these guys are going to start to crash out. A lot of these guys are going to be talking about each other. And I'm going to be right here to recap and make sure I bring y'all the best commentation that I can. Because at the end of the day, everybody's chasing clout. I never knew Jim Jones was beefing with Tony Yayo. I guess that's the new thing now. I don't know, y'all. Look, celebrities, this is what they're going to do. Yeah, to get views.
Gembe. That's what you doing. You just got in this podcast space. Now you just going to beef with everybody, every hype man, everybody that's on your money scale, so to speak. That's some bullshit. That ain't no real nigga shit. You know, it makes me think. Is Jimmy having a midlife crisis? You know what? Old nigga midlife crisis and shit. Because I don't see why you going and you attacking anybody. But the thing about it, Jim, you got a whole different other shit to worry about. The bloods is on your head. We're talking about, oh, there's a war going on outside. They're trying to figure out which one. Let's figure out. And Mel Murder. Shout out to Mel Murder, just got home.
Put it in the comment section. She on her best friend. Then put it in the comment section. Ain't really rapping. Then put it in the comment section.
God bless America, land of the free. Red flag, blue flag, I'm out in the street. God bless America, land of the free. Red flag, blue flag, I'm out in the streets.
We are.
Now, I want to talk
What's
about
going?
this one because Whack 100 spoke about Mel Matrix.
Mm.
And he was stating that there's a possibility that New York, like 050 and other New York platforms, is talking about Jim Jones is because Mel Matrix is basically how can I say it? He basically backbiting or with Joe that he's telling us to do this to him. You know, Whack always come up with something or something. I don't know. But Whack 100, I want to tell you this, right?
Whack, boy.
Because on his show, he said these guys wasn't doing this to Jimmy when Mel Matrix was in prison. So how the fake paperwork came out? Whack 100? Like, just think about it. They were still wailing Jim Jones up when Melly was in prison. This didn't just start. It just got bigger because Melly is home. And some people feel he got a baby chain. Listen, I'm being real. I come home, I don't want to chain. I'm over 40. I don't want to chain. I come home from prison. I want to see your house. I want to see, like, what's the little kid who just came home? Or Pooh Shiesty or whatever. When Pooh Shiesty came home, we had racks on racks on racks. I didn't see Jim Jones give Melly racks. I'm just saying. That's how I feel. But this is what Whack 100 had to say.
But I'm gonna be real. I really believe Mel Murder just came home, right? And I could be wrong, but I know all these things work. All this time, nobody said any of this. A lot of it because of respect of Mel Murder and his relationship with Jim while he's gone. So now that he's home, they're attacking him with it, right? That math doesn't add up. That tells me maybe Mel Murder wasn't too happy about his coming home rewards. And now Mel is saying, apply a little pressure, right? So maybe he doubles back and that gives me reason to request or demand a little more.
But we just saw Jim Jones and Mel like embracing at the train station when he got home from prison, right?
You have never heard these New York Bloods attack Jim in this manner.
Really?
While
It's
Mel
bad?
was
I haven't seen any
gone.
of this.
Look, while Mel was gone.
Send me links to that because I would like to check that out.
Like what? Now
text me that.
he's home. He's home, bro.
Right.
And you know, while he was gone, they didn't play with him like this. Now he's home and this shit is crazy.
Yo, Adam, stay out of New York. Adam, stay out of New York business, man.
Yeah.
He's there like, text me
Listen,
that. Send me that. Send me the link.
Send me the link. He want to know what's going on.
He want to know what's going on.
If you've been watching 050 The Movement, I'm just putting it on me. Since the day that the Tekashi 6ix9ine told on the stand
Mm-hmm.
was the day in the wiretap, the conversation was the day I was light in. I was going in on Jim. Timeline on my page. Everybody know when it came to Jim Jones, China was on his heels. You know how many phone calls I got from Shotty? Salute to my nigga Kefano. I raised with this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about me and Shotty, we raised together.
Mm-hmm.
Melly. You know what I'm saying? They're called Kefano, Shotty. Matter of fact, I got a show where Shotty was on the phone. He was mad. Niggas sending word, China, please leave Jim alone. Like, he's good. My eyes, he ain't good. Or because he's good in your eyes, I don't know. I know about niggas who pay their way to get where they gotta go. I'm just saying, I know niggas who do that. I know niggas who will pay you to
There's a lot of people.
If I see
there's a lot.
Yeah, if I see something strange, I'm gonna talk about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But with Whack 100, you see how Whack 100 try to make it seem like, oh yeah, when Melly was in jail, nobody wasn't saying nothing about it. Jim. You crazy? You guys like Jim was still getting beat up, or things were still happening in the gym. All right, check this out, right? If that's the case, Adam 22, because you're a white smart guy. You seem like a white smart guy. It'll be worse because Melly is home. And now it's easy for him to reach dudes. So right now, dudes will be quiet. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel Melly is at the point where he understands YouTube. He understands social media.
Yeah.
He's still, and he's in that, what they call it, where the fast send you when you got to lay up in the house for a couple of a year or something. I forgot what they call it, like a shelter or something. Yeah, halfway house. He's still in the halfway house, and he's staying low. You know what I'm saying? Now, what Jim did for him, of course, niggas gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? If Melly feel he comfortable with Jim just giving him a chain and he probably hand him off a couple dollars, that's him. I respect it.
I was gonna say that we don't know. We only know what we saw in film, but we don't know behind the scenes what happened. You know what I mean? Melly quiet, Melly comfortable, I guess.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The street saw.
That's true.
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Or because I'm not in Brooklyn, I could get on his phone and find out, yo, if Melly touched the pavement right now, but by the night, he's gonna hit me like, yo, Melly just was out here, homie. How he look? Niggas is on it. What is he pushing? Is Jim making sure he all right? Niggas in the hood talk.
Right.
It's just what it is. You can't hide that. You know what I'm saying? So if the hood is saying allegedly, the hood is saying, that's just like me. If the hood's saying my mom's is still in the hood right now, I'm living good. I'm straight, homie. It's a problem.
This is true.
It's a problem. Now, I'm not saying his mom's or whatever. I don't get into that. But if I just did a bid and stand on something, and my man is a millionaire or whatever, don't worry about me. Get my moms and them up out the hood. I'm a street nigga. I'm going to live regardless. Just put me around some of the millionaire niggas. Forget the chain. That chain could go to renting a big house somewhere down south and getting my kids and my family out the hood. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I think. What's the sense of you having a face? Melly got a face card. He is a public figure. Like us, we are public figures. I'm a public figure. You don't know who dislike you or like you.
Right.
You got cousins, mothers, And niggas say, yo, that's Melly Moms right there. Or that's China Moms. And nigga make your mother viral. So why would I come home, my man, you pass me a chain? No, nigga, don't pass me a chain. Pass my mom's a house, nigga. Get my moms out the hood. Get my daughter out the hood. I'm a face.
That's a fact.
That's how the game is. These niggas don't think like that. These niggas is slow. You know what I'm saying? That's why I felt the way when he passed that nigga a chain. Not saying that he don't love this nigga. And you can't blame Jim Jones. You can't blame Jim Jones because the nigga gonna treat you the way you allow him to treat you. What he allow him to do this. But nigga like me, I come home, homie, I don't need a chain, homie. I'm not trying to be DJ Clue in it and Puff Diddy in it. I'm not doing it, homie.
That's
like
a fact.
This ain't the 80s, homie.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it look cool. It look cool having me on video, hugging me and all. At the end of the day, like my daughter and my mom's is over there on Hancock and Jefferson and all that. Like, let's take care of that. And then you can buy me a chain afterwards. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
Right.
It's all love with Melly. You know what I'm saying? That's big bro. But it's just that I don't see and I don't hear the right things that's going on.
So yeah, man, you see the situation at hand? Jim Jones acting too tough.
Right.
He's just calling his bluff.
Shut up. My bad.
And now he's out here going at next hype mans. He's like, you got the hype man beef going.
That's crazy.
He's going after Yayo. You said Yayo is a cokehead, and he got $1,000 for every bump on his face. You know, pretty much the same shit that Mitch said in Pain and Full, you know?
Right.
So he wants to be like, oh, I'm a Harlem. But that's what a Berkeley nigga said to a Harlem nigga, which was Dame, you know? In the movie. So I'm like, why are you trying to front? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not doing the most, Jimmy. Yeah, you're doing the most. I mean, he's like, oh, Tony Yayo, he looks broke and this and that and the other. But Tony Yayo he never jumped ship in the middle of the beef, you know? You remember when him and Thing was beefing?
Yeah, and then he went on
50.
Yeah.
This nigga Jim jumped ship in the middle of the beef, right?
Yeah.
And then after camera had the nigga 50 on his show. Now they doing a whole series together. Where's Jim? Jim's nowhere to be found. But I look at it like, brought that shit on yourself, partner. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
More real wassy. You know?
Yep. Nah, it's what it is, man. It's just mind them are clout chasing, to be straightforward about it. It's all about a clout chase. You know, there's
it's all about a clout chase.
There's tension in the air, so it's like the man them are doing whatever they can to like get clout. Say whatever and do whatever to get clout.
Yeah, because he's in the space, the the podcast space now, so he wants to do whatever to get clout. I get it.
Right. And fucking.
But when it was working for you, you weren't saying this shit.
Go viral. He wants to go viral, so he's gonna say some outlandish ish to pick up his
Yeah, but you can see it's not natural, you know, like he's forcing it.
Yeah,
he's forcing it, you know. I can understand why if he's talking about a topic and then he's forcing it. He's forcing the online beef and the bickering, pushing the blood shit when he never really did no time, never really put in no real work like that.
Right.
When blood set in New York, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, I don't get it, bro. I don't get where he's at, where he's coming from. Oh, again, he's making a little bit of money and shit like that. But your main man that just came out of jail, you give him a chain, a grown ass man. You 50 years old, you giving that nigga a chain like we some kids and shit. But the nigga took the chain though. That nigga took the chain. Maybe you got something else lined up for him. I don't know, some opportunities and whatnot, but I don't know about all that, man.
No, he definitely
the nigga's a clout.
definitely on the clout chaser train right now. But yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily agree with the
That nigga
clout
clout
chaser.
racing got clout.
In that space
Get the
where
chasing, he racing.
trying to get his name in the mix. So yeah,
That's what it is, eh?
What the game has come to right now, you know, and it's a sad state.
Man's trying to crowbar himself in the mix, like.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of it being, like you said, an organic process.
Oh, you know. It is what it is. You gotta make a movie. Well, you know, it's just funny because he's saying all this shit about Cam, right? Cam didn't get it in Ohio, blah, blah, blah. But when it was beneficial to them and they were bumping that shit in Dipset, it was all good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. When it comes to that.
Right. No, exactly. When
All of a sudden, you're just trying to discredit Cam. But you were right there saying you were getting in Ohio too. Like, you used to get it in Ohio. Isn't he talking about old? Listen what they were talking about.
These niggas worrying about who taking care of who. We take care of we. Ain't no who take with it. We live. We get money.
Nigga, we take care of everybody, nigga. We take care of each other, nigga.
That's a fact, my G, but shit.
My apologies for reacting to this ignorant video. You know how for years people sat up there and just called us clout chasers or set everything up under the book about YouTubers for beefing with each other. But now you see these rappers come on a part podcast, come on YouTube and do the same exact thing than us. Let me point something out to y'all, right? Because on this internet, you can't believe everything what you see. Or can you? Let me give y'all some examples, right? When you look at Jim Jones and you see him with Dice Pesos and all the other little rappers that he have around him, shout out to Dice. You don't see Dice Pesos on private jets, landing by arenas with Jim Jones, rocking crowds with audiences that have 100,000 people watching. But when you sit back and you look at clips at Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder,
Captain Murder lives at London. You see, I fly the plane too, baby. Whoa! We outside, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, was trying to play.
We just seen Uncle Murder go by his seat. Every time we see Uncle Murder, he's on a private jet cracking jokes with the pilot. Every time we see Jim Jones versus Tony Yayo, he's standing outside in front of a bodega with a bunch of broke niggas shooting videos. We never see Jim Jones on private jets. Those jets get expensive. Landing in arenas and sold out crowds anywhere. But I could go find that old video, standing on stage looking stupid. I won't even waste my time. I'll let y'all go get that video. The one, the video that had Mano tight when he was performing and nobody was even singing or dancing or saying nothing in the audience. You don't see Mano. You don't see Jim Jones. You don't see as a rapper. Right? Just arenas. Even with Dave East. So who's really broke? Because money talking bullshit walks. Who's really broke? When you see Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder on those private jets, most of the time you don't see 50 on them jets. 50 be on his own jets. So it's safe to say that Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder is not even flying first class. They flying Learjet. The nigga changed the Learjet. We ain't see Dice Pesos change his name to Learjet Lenny. We don't see him on private planes. We don't see them rocking out of Venus. That's my take on the situation. A nigga could sit up there and bluff you and act like he got that money, but even still, when you ask Google, Jim Jones versus Tony Yayo, who got more money? Google tells you that Tony Yayo got more money. You do the math. It is what it is. Some videos don't have to be long and drawn out. It just is what it is. Sometimes you got to go to the tail of the tapes. I can respect Tony Yayo versus Mano, Jim Jones, Dave East, and Fabulous. Because when you look at the lifestyles of these niggas, something just ain't right. In my opinion, Tony Yayo won this one. Jim Jones is fronting. It is what it is. But you let me know what you feel. In the words of 050 China Brim, put it in the comment section. And one more, matter of fact, I say that for another video. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your soul.
So you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm getting at? The nigga's net worth is more than the niggas, but you still want to talk about money. And it's not even about money. It's about the clout chase, like you said. It's crazy. That's all they do. They do just clout chase.
It's a different day and age, bro. You guys are addicted to going viral, you know, and they feel like that's gonna bring their money up. You're gonna go viral, and then all this money, all their money streams are gonna go up.
Well, you could go viral for all the wrong reasons too. Being a street
Exactly.
jackass. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, I don't know. These niggas say all publicity is good publicity. That's how they look at it.
Right. Not true.
And I'm like, man, what part of the game is that? Because, you know, gotta be true to yourself. You got Tony Yayo chilling, going overseas, all over the world, touring. After G in their banner. And he's the hype man. You got dispensaries coming up, opening. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You know what the illest thing they're gonna do? Watch. As soon as Max B gets out, they're gonna sign them to G Unit or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just to mess with Jimmy.
He's coming out soon too, right?
Yeah. And they said Max, what was it? Jim Jones said he wouldn't forgive Max B. He wants Scotch to beef or something like that. Like, yeah, it's a little goofy shit. Because he back in the days, they got a song said Chrissy touched it in Ohio or something like that. She touched it in Ohio. So ever since then, Jimmy's mad, you know? He's mad at the man. Like, also, you know, Max B's situation and all that. So anyway, it's just fun to look at, you know?
Yeah.
But my whole thing is, what do you think about Jimmy being like in a midlife crisis? You know? No, for real though, because like he's almost 50, right? So you know he's not gonna get that stardom that he wants, like as being a younger cat, you know, in the game and shit like that.
Right, right.
So do you think like that kind of like fuels his resentment? So like, want to lash out. I don't know. It's crazy still. You know?
Yeah, it definitely could be a case of midlife crisis where he feels like his run is pretty much over. So he's doing the most just to try and keep himself in the mix.
Yeah, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, ah, man.
He knows it.
What is wrong with you? No point, you gotta come to your senses. I mean, like, you know? It reminds me of Takashi 69, you know? It's like an old legend. Like Takashi was his replacement, you know?
Yo.
Instead of wearing the pink, they wore the rainbow. He wore the rainbow. You know? You gotta really take that into consideration, man. The nigga's he's getting up there. He's 50 years old.
Yeah.
Down there. You know?
Doing the most. But you know, it's like
Mano's up there too. Mano's about 50 years old too, man.
Yeah, Nino's past 50.
Yeah, Mano's past 50. So it's like you guys are like, I don't know, man. You guys are down there 50 years old. Talk about lobby boys and shit. Like they're pending grow with them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're stuck in this. They're stuck in like the height of their career where it was a little, you know, couple of years. And then they're stuck in that vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And they never really
grew from that.
Yeah, no progress, you know. So it looks weird, you know. It looks like, you know.
Yeah.
Like you know how OGs in the game, the game progressed with time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ice Cube, he started from, you know, a nigga with attitude, and then he became a multifaceted, you know,
actor,
entrepreneur, bro. Well, that's extreme, but I'm saying like people like, you know,
basketball league owner. But no, you're absolutely right. It's like you got to transition, figure out a way to transition. You know.
Yeah, you know, like Big Daddy Kane did it, you know, like Slick Rick, you know, people just as their career got, they just got better with time and they evolved, you know.
Yeah.
You know, they took it to another level, you know. So it's like if these guys don't want to take it to that level, then they're stuck in time, basically.
Yeah.
You know? And that's the thing about it. You don't want to be stuck in time because then shit. That shit catches up with you. Imagine you're 54 years old. Talk about your lobby boy. I mean, you can bang the set. You have to do it in a certain way. Like, look, Trey D and Snoop Dogg and them niggas, they bang their set, but they don't talk about being lobby boys at 54 years old. Huh? The pen game is immaculate. Now let's say Trey D versus Jim Jones. Who's a better lyricist? Of course, Trey D.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a real one too, bro. And he works out, does his thing, bro. Jim, you work out, yeah, but you're not keeping it real, bro. You're just crashing out. The pen game is not there, so you're trying to find some other ways to stay relevant or stay like, I don't know, afloat.
Right. Yeah, nah, it is what it is. Oh, speaking of which, that's another reason why he's doing the most, because he realizes like, yo, everybody transitioned. You know what I'm saying? Look at
It's true.
what's his name? Cameron and Mace.
Yeah.
Look at Nas. Look at there's a bunch of them that are just on to bigger and better things, right? Not to say the music is not a good thing, but at the end of the day, as a evolving man, you have to figure out a different route at some point, because the music is what it is. It's definitely a vehicle that could always be used, but he didn't utilize it right, to put himself in a place where he could do something.
He's a late bloomer, dog. Let's just call it what it is. He's a late bloomer.
Yeah.
Messing up the church's money. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. There's not much you can say about that, bro. It's sad.
He never he was never in a position where he did something huge. You know what I mean? Like the whole vamp life movement, Purple City Bird Gang, all these different movements, but like they never really like bust, So that's another thing that he probably had to come to terms with, and he's just like trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, we know one thing. That nigga is not gonna stop trolling. So we're gonna hear more and more. But the whole thing about Cameron not getting in Ohio, if that was the case, then I don't think Jimmy would have co-signed it back then. Well, he had the incentives to not co-sign, to not say anything.
Right.
Not that you're saying something. Cam, for sure, Cam's gonna clarify it, but Cameron had a nightclub in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a nightclub in Ohio, I think you're getting in Ohio. Am I right? Am I right? What was it? I don't know. I think you're getting it. You got a nightclub. Yeah. You're doing something right, Around those times when the shit was really, really lucrative,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'd like to say R.I.P. to the R&B legend D'Angelo. Passed away of pancreatic cancer today. And that was kind of sad, you know.
Right.
But he was an R&B legend. He was an actual genius when it comes to R&B, because he did a song where he put out that video. Had all the ladies going crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That How Does It Feel song? Yeah. Back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, bad, y'all. Y'all can hear them. Watching God. Yeah, man. D'Angelo did his thing. He did his thing on this when it comes to this music. Oh,
Definitely a musical giant, R&B giant. Undeniable.
yeah, like one of the best, you know.
Mm.
You don't know when somebody gets cancer, you know. You don't know what they're battling and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah.
People's own
Makes you
personal
really
story.
think, man. Those ages, you know.
Yeah, everybody got their own struggles, man. Their own battles that they're going through.
Health.
Can't take life for granted.
Come on, grab a seat. We ain't got all day. Grab a seat. We ain't got all day.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Obviously, we already know the main thing. We did lose one of the greats. Encouraged at this time, and that's devastating. Well, still listen to that Brown Sugar album. Who don't listen to that?
Right.
Still, like today, like as in, like right now.
are anointed. Crazy. This doesn't seem so your voice will live on forever. I've never heard of shit anything like this in the world. You got an old thing that had been hidden, buried for a long time. I recognized it right away. His manager became my record label's press. Call him Sunshine.
Guys, I can't talk about D'Angelo. Like, I cannot. That shit is fucking sad. Fucking sad. We cannot believe it as a fucking community, as a unit, as a people. What the hell?
I was calling fake news for at least a minute and a half.
Bro. It's such a crazy thing to find out people pass swirling on Instagram. I don't know this. It's not new, that's for damn sure. But, like, isn't it crazy comparatively? Generationally?
How would you have found out that D'Angelo died before the internet?
On the TV?
That would have been on the news or something?
I mean, Michael Jackson was on the news.
That was Michael Jackson.
Hey, we not finna play D'Angelo.
I mean, I'm not playing D'Angelo, but like...
It would have been on some kind of news. MTV news. It would have been on somebody's news and we know that. Me and my fave. You guys are... No way you're finding out on my live that D'Angelo passed away. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. RIP to the King D'Angelo, man. Rest well. Rest well, King. Yo, you know what's crazy, man? Cancer, it can hit you at any age, right?
Yeah.
Vladimir Putin said he had a vaccine for cancer. You think they'll ever let that shit get released?
Dr. Sebi also had one.
Yeah, he had a vaccine or he had like remedies. He had remedies. But it's like, that shit sucks. 51 years old, man. 51 years old. Yeah, man. So shout out to everybody out there doing their thug dizzle. We about to wind down this whole show. But I just wanted to, do this show just to see how the game has to evolve, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like same rappers are doing the same shit that was on the Smack DVDs back in the day. Now they just brought that shit to the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Gotta evolve, man.
That shit looks corny. It looks corny, dog.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Faster we understand that, faster we know how to act. You know what I'm saying? So it's your boy Mac Mizzle. And you know my slogan. Keep it real in the field. Oh, you want to say something before we get up on here? My brother?
Said
Last
it.
word?
You said it. Evolution is the only solution. You know what I'm talking about? Shit.
That's it. You know what I'm
We
saying?
gotta figure out ways to evolve, man. That's all. That's just it's a lesson in everything, you know. So might as well extract that and call it what it is. Evolution is the best solution.
Facts. It's boy Mac Mizzle. Keep it real in the field. Get how they feel. Yeah. Peace.
Salute.